to make another one with some, well, particularly focusing on microphone triggers. Apologies, because my cat is sat on the bed and she's cleaning herself and it's very distracting, so, but I'm not going to kick her off because she's just a baby. So, yes. I had a couple of comments suggesting what, like, videos you would like to see, which I really appreciate, because sometimes inspiration doesn't strike. I mean, I do have a couple of ideas, mainly kind of based on the triggers that I know I like, microphone triggers being one of them. So yes, the triggers that I'm wanting to focus on today is mic brushing, mic scratching, and I also have a more, I want to say more unique pick, just solely because I don't think I've seen as many videos with it, but I got this idea of one of Gracie Gay, her old style ASMR videos, which is basically stickers on the microphone. So I will start with the brushing, and I did say I was going to keep the talking to a minimal in my previous video, but I actually am soggy, so it doesn't taste great. But yeah, I thought this cup was so cute. I am very easily pleased. Next, we'll do a bit of mic scratching. It did sound on more the intense side when I did it in my last video, but I know some people prefer like more intense sounds than subtle sounds, so it's kind of like totally down to personal preference. Basically swelling, particularly in like hands and feet. So unfortunately, a lot of my rings, which is my rings are my favourite jewellery piece, don't fit. And I'm really hoping that my edema is going to go down soon so I can wear more rings, because I think rings always make like a really nice trigger. Like, say for example, if I was holding something, like going like that on it, and hearing like the little metal tappy taps. I personally really enjoy as a trigger. So yeah, it's still hoping that I'll be able to wear all of my favourite rings again soon. These are the only ones that fit. This one is actually my favourite ring. It's I guess a promise ring from my boyfriend. I've had it for like 2 years, but it's still my absolute favourite. It's gorgeous. That is moonstone. I did reference moonstone in my last video. Tea or a Geordie Shore, I could talk to an orange about an apple. Because, yeah, I don't know how or when to shut up. And I guess I've got a lot to say. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be too intense of a sound. These are like some, I think, Halloween style stickers. They're all orange, black and beige themed. As you can tell. One of these exact butterflies flew into my house earlier, and that cat that is on the bed decided to eat it. So that was not her finest hour. That's one thing I will say about cats. When I was talking about like being both a dog and a cat person, I really don't like having like cats that basically just cats being cats, and like being like hunters and stuff like that. It's really difficult when they bring back presents. That would probably be the only thing to deter me from getting cats again in the future, or if I was to get a cat again in the future, I would make it an indoor cat. But unfortunately, prior to getting these two, they have only ever known life outside. Like life being outdoor cats. So yeah. Anywho, just trying to find some stickers that I'd like to use. Oh my god, I didn't know that one was in there. Pennywise. That's another thing. I love horror. I could probably implement that interest into some kind of video as well. Stickers. This little candle. This presumably a werewolf. And this spider. Struggling to get this off without ripping it. Oh, there we go. Okay. reviews about it, so if anyone has been to see it, please let me know if you think it's any good. I'll still go and see it regardless, but I like to have it in my brain, kind of what to expect, so I'm not like disappointed. On the subject of werewolves, I'm so excited for Robert Eggers' werewolf film to come out, because this is probably a statement that not a great deal of people would agree with, but I think that werewolves are arguably a scarier and better concept than vampires. Love me some vampires. Twilight, The Lost Boys, any kind of like Dracula film, like Dracula A Love Tale. Obsessed with that film. Obsessed. I would argue that Caleb Landry Jones is the perfect Dracula, and he embodied it perfectly. But yes, I find werewolves terrifying, and the trailer looks extremely good. I love movies so much. I saw a TikTok that said the fact that films will still be made after I die is really annoying, and I agree with that. make. So please feel free to make some requests.